It's funny how time works. We spend half our lives chasing it and the other half wishing we could turn it back. She used to say that too, the old lady who lived down the street. Every morning, her kitchen smelled like tea and toasted bread, and yet the place always felt quiet. Not a lonely quiet, but the kind of quiet that holds memories. There was a clock on her kitchen wall, a small, round one with faded gold edges. It had stopped ticking 15 years ago, the same morning her husband died, and she never fixed it. Every time someone asked why, she would smile and say, "Some things don't need to move on until you do." After he passed, she didn't talk much. Days slipped into each other like a blur. Breakfast went cold. The kettle whistled a little longer, and the silence began to fill every corner of her house. Until one day, while walking back from the market, she saw a little girl sitting on the pavement, writing something on a crumpled piece of paper. Curious, she asked, "What are you writing, sweetheart?" And the girl looked up and said, "A letter to my dad. He's in the sky now." That moment, it did something to her. That night, she sat at her kitchen table, took out an old notebook, and wrote her first letter. Not to her husband, but to herself. "Dear me," she began. "I know it hurts, but maybe the only way to live again is to stop talking to the past and start listening to the present." The next morning, she wrote another and another, and slowly it became a ritual, a way to keep breathing when breathing felt like too much. She would write about the things she missed, the laughter she remembered, the small joys she noticed again, like sunlight on her table or the smell of rain after a storm. Each letter went into a small tin box placed right under that broken clock, as if she was saving her time there. Years passed. One afternoon, her granddaughter came to visit. The house still smelled of cardamom tea and warmth, but now the little one's laughter bounced through it. While playing, the girl found the tin box. "Grandma, what is this?" she asked. The old woman smiled. "Letters," she said, "to a version of me who thought her life had stopped." The granddaughter opened one and began to read aloud, her voice soft and curious. "When you start living again, the clock will start ticking." They both fell silent. Even the air felt still. Later that evening, while leaving, the granddaughter quietly replaced the batteries in that old clock. Didn't tell her, just did it. The next morning, as the woman made her tea, she heard it. A sound she hadn't heard in years. She froze, then smiled. Not a sad smile, not a happy one, but the kind that comes when you realize life has quietly returned. Maybe it wasn't just the clock that had started again. Maybe it was her. She sat down, opened her notebook, and wrote her final letter. "Dear me, you did it. You lived through the ache and found time waiting on the other side." She placed it in the box, then looked at the clock, now alive again, and whispered, Yes, we are both back, right? You know, life never really stops. We do. We pause when life hurts, and we wait for the world to start feeling gentle again. But maybe the moment we choose to heal, even a little, time begins to move with us. So maybe today, fix that small thing you have been avoiding. Make that call, write that message, forgive that version of yourself that you keep holding hostage in the past. Because this, right here, right now, is the moment you will look back on someday. And I hope when you do, you will smile. If this story touched you, tell me in the comments. What's your moment that made time start again? I would truly love to read your thoughts, your stories, your memories. And if you'd like to be a part of more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe because here your story matters.